Hey, what's up? Good morning, good afternoon, or whatever time you might be watching this video. For me, it's morning time. About 2 hours since my lights cut on in here. Coming here, feed vegetables first. So the mastics, iguanas. I'll even throw some in with the bearded dragons. Just start off the day. So what I do is I just take a couple handfuls and put inside of here. An empty container, it doesn't have to be this type of container. And then, where's my calcium at? The garage is a mess again, but we're gonna make it happen anyway. So, just put calcium on there. Mix it up, make sure it's all covered in calcium. Alright, and I start with the uramastics usually. And I just throw a handful in there. A lot of times these guys will come out and meet me pretty much and eat. Sometimes they don't. By the time we get to the other side there, they will be out and eating. So I just pretty much do that to all of your mastics on this side. Turned all the heat bulbs off because it's supposed to be very hot this week. So I'm just let the ambient temperature keep them warm so that they don't overheat. So yeah, just go through, give about a handful. My daughter called me out, and I think it was my last video, I called Stitch Lilo. So just stitch some greens. Now I gotta go refill so I can give them some down there. I don't have enough in there for them. Add more calcium. While I'm doing this, yesterday I made a video and you guys seen that dragon that was inside of that egg that was pretty messed up. Well, something else happened with that dragon. And I tried to make a video of it, but YouTube kept flagging it. So what I did is I made a, wait. I made a Patreon account so that I could post a video. So if you guys think you want to see that video, this video is very crazy. That's why YouTube kept flagging it, but yeah, the video is very crazy. I made a Patreon so that I can post a video on there. It is in a YouTube format, but they just wouldn't let me make it public. So I have to make a Patreon so I can post it. If you guys want to see it, I'm gonna put the link to my Patreon in the description. And you guys can go over there and subscribe so that you can watch that video. And I've decided that I'm gonna start doing some exclusive content and post it on Patreon. So if you guys want to become a Patreon supporter, just click the link in the description, and you can go over there and do that. And a lot of benefits is gonna come from being a Patreon supporter, like getting content first. Like I said, I'm gonna post a video when I have the dragons available. I'm gonna post it there first, so my Patreon supporters get the first chance of purchasing those animals, and I will give them a discount. So become a Patreon supporter, and you help me help you. And I always get these guys a good amount because they pretty much eat nonstop all day. But yeah, so in addition to getting the content first, to see the availability first of what's going to be available, you also get a discount on the animals when I'm selling them. Let me go refill on these greens again. But you guys, you're not gonna believe that video if you decide to become a Patreon supporter and go watch that video. I couldn't believe it myself. So now I'm gonna get the iguanas and the dragons, and then I swing back around with the feeders and the feeders for the dragons, and then I feed the iguanas later on some food, some protein. For the iguanas, I don't give a large amount. I just give a couple of pieces of leaves because they don't always eat it all. But if it was an insect or something, they're definitely gonna eat it. I also have some other animals that I haven't featured on this channel that I'll probably be featuring first on my Patreon account. I had these animals for a little while now, just to know when to post them. So I'm probably gonna post it on Patreon first. The videos are actually already uploaded on YouTube. I just haven't made them public. I was waiting for the right time to announce it. Still not sure exact day I'm gonna announce it, but most likely gonna be on Patreon first. I gotta clean these guys' cage. I'll probably clean it this weekend on Saturday at the end of the week. The dragon cage almost need another cleaning again as well. By this weekend, it'll be definitely due for another cleaning, if not before that. And I think the Patreon will be a good idea as well, so that if I am offering deals or anything like that, it's not people that are just now tuning in just for the deal or the giveaway or whatever like that. It'd be people that's actually supporting me. I'll just give them a couple pieces, cause they're still not big on greens yet. I've seen a couple of them. Seen a couple of the babies nibbling on the greens, but nothing major yet. But I do feed my animals some stuff that I don't post on Instagram. On YouTube, because it might get flagged. See, look, there go one eating greens. And I always get the question, how do I get them to eat greens? I just offer it to them. I usually offer it first before feeders, and while they're freshly hungry. That's when they're most curious and they'll try it. And then usually when one of them see one try it, they all start trying it. The next thing you know, they're eating it like it's insects. So that's the greens for all the animals. Again, I started a Patreon. I have a video on there, and that's featuring that bearded dragon from yesterday. Something very crazy happened to that one when I was in here feeding the insects, gut loading them for today. And if you would like to see that, it'll be only on my Patreon account. So now it's time for the feeders. Making sure they stay hydrated. And this is an old piece of old head of lettuce that started going bad. I ripped the bad pieces off and gave them the rest. But alright, we're gonna get to those insects for the baby dragons real fast. Alright, got the crickets ready. They're all gut loaded and ready to go. I was making my gut load in I think it was like 2 videos ago. And I mentioned protein in the video, so someone made this comment here, so I'm gonna go ahead and answer that question. There's different types of proteins. There's proteins from meat and plant-based protein. If you buy chicken feed, the protein in there is going to be plant-based, and it's a lot different than meat-based protein. So protein can cause gout in bearded dragons, but it's going to be the protein that's produced by meat. So if you feed your roaches dog food, you might run into the problems of your dragon catching gout or getting gout. But the main proteins I use is plant-based. But if protein in general was the reason for gout, then dubia wouldn't be such a popular feeder, because one of the main reasons people feed it because it's higher protein than crickets. Which is why next week I'll be introducing more dubia to these babies while to keep up with their growth rate. While gut loading the crickets helps a lot, but the cricket still doesn't hold as much protein as the dubia. So I'll be making a big purchase of some small dubia just to get these guys ready. They ran out, so I'm gonna reload this cup. So you're right in a sense, but it's not all proteins. Another thing I'm going to be doing on my Patreon is questions from Patreon will be getting first priority. So if I get Patreons that are asking questions, their questions will come before people that are not Patreons. Like I said, I got almost 2,000 subscribers right now, but if you look at my watch rate, not all 2,000 people are watching my videos, and not all people that are subscribed are where my my views are coming from. So being subscribed is not telling me much unless you're actively watching my videos and communicating with me on YouTube platform to let YouTube know that you guys are interested. So I think Patreon would be a good way to go, so I can know who's actually supporting me, and so that when I'm doing giveaways and stuff like that, I'm giving it to people who actually deserve it. I know some day ones that's been commenting on videos since forever. We have conversations and everything. I know some of you will become Patreons, and I appreciate it. But if we can get, I'm liking this little one right here. If we can get a good amount of Patreons, the whole channel can grow as a whole, and the more things I can do. Some people want to see me do some builds, but builds take money, and I'm not going to use all my money from work, my actual work that I work to pay for bills for my house and stuff like that, to do builds. I like them for my animals to pay for their own stuff. And if you're here for the animals or for my animals, then let's see here, another little nice one. These guys are getting so nice, man. So in September, when I release these, I'm gonna release the video on my Patreon account first. So those people who has already subscribed to there will have the first chance to get these, and at maybe like $50 less than what I'm gonna be selling everywhere else. But yeah, I just want to show you guys this and talk about my Patreon account. And you guys just go check out that video. It's gonna be crazy, I guarantee it. But you guys have a good one. Make sure you go hit that link in the description for the Patreon account and go subscribe, so that you don't miss out on the deals and exclusive content that I can't post on YouTube. Alright guys, have a good one.